Undergrunt Podcast Network.
Where
I
Come
from
Cash
rule
everything
around
me.
you.
Dad.
what? Right.
This fall, the ship in the center of Mars was a sack of souls with experiment scars. When the second of the monk said, "I'll take two," and he put them in a rocket and he ate a lot of glue. And he shot them to Earth when they turned into babies. They were named Bob and Matt, and they rarely got rabies. And the monk made a movie of their whole entire lives. They were panoramic scenes and zooms of the time. And one time Bob had sex with a ladle, and one time Matt lost a vet to a cradle, and another time Bob caught a dinosaur mom, and another time Matt bought a replica of Guam. And all this more is on a DVD set, only $20.99 with the purchase of a gem. But if you call right now and say, "Where's my whisk?" we'll include this bonus disc.
Hey. Dude, Matt's face when I just did that. You look.
That was
you look more
weird.
scared than when I scream.
It was unsettling.
Hey, welcome to Bonus Disc.
That was unsettling.
This is Hi, I'm Bob Rose, and with me is the other host, Matt PA.
I'm not responsible for any of this.
And with us is returning guest Bryan Preston.
I guess technically this is my fault.
I brought it here, but you chose it.
I did.
And we all just apparently were in a car together, and we hit someone, and we just drove away. That's what we sound like having.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, you know, I think like my innocence was that child we ran over.
We've been watching too many bad movies.
I
was
just
saying
look-
that to him outside.
I don't believe in anything anymore.
Before this starts, I just want to say that I support local filmmaking.
No, I'll watch that other movie. I will fucking
yeah, no.
watch.
No, I support local
Deadly
filmmaking.
Deception.
I support Baltimore filmmakers. I support local filmmakers. If you want to go onto my YouTube account and shit all over things I've done, please, I welcome it. Publicly tell me how shitty it is. I don't care. I'm just happy that you watched it, just like I hope you're happy that we watched something you did. I just want to get that out there right at the start.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Man.
Because I'm going to say a bunch of other stuff that would lead you to believe that I don't think that way.
I don't want anyone to be dishonest with me. So why?
I'm just going to get this conversation started.
My name on YouTube is Bob Rose or SNL Farley. Find me there.
I'm just clear.
Down.
Hunt me down. Tell me, post everywhere how shitty you hate everything I've ever made. I support local filmmakers. Good job. Keep making stuff. Never stop. Now,
Having said
that, Bryan, Matt poured a bunch of movies out on the table,
Yeah.
and we told Bryan Preston here to choose,
Yeah.
and the choices were were Rat Scratch Fever.
I really wanted to
We
watch
should have
that
watched
one.
Rat Scratch Fever
I really wanted to
a
watch
million
that.
times
That was
over.
Matt's choice.
Yeah.
The second choice that was very close
That
was
was your choice.
Holla if you know I'll kill you. Or
Holler if you can hear me kill you.
Yeah.
which was my choice.
Yeah.
Because I thought it would be like one of our first episodes.
That was
Vampires.
also on Fart the movie. It was like a
I had
bonus.
a disc that had Fart the movie and it had
Oh.
Holla if you hear me kill you, which is the weirdest or whatever.
Yeah. No.
Holla if
I
you can
thought
hear
it would be
death,
funny to
kill
do
me
that
high.
because I really like vampires and it kind of looked like that kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
just,
Vampires was
yeah.
amazing.
Vampires is amazing. But Brian,
Yeah.
you chose the third option,
Yeah. Well,
which was a rock and roll comedy.
rock and roll.
This
comedy.
is like the equivalent of choosing the box and the box being empty. You know
This
what I
is the
mean?
scene from
Yeah.
VHS.
Yeah.
Stupid!
Yeah,
so
I know.
stupid!
It kinda is, yeah.
Yeah, I love how quick you guys wanted to bail on this.
We did very
Dude,
quick.
10 minutes in, I was so ready to just make us watch anything else.
Yeah, no.
I'll take the hit. If it's Brian's fault for choosing it, it's my fault for
finishing it.
for finishing because I said no.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
wanted
that's-
this
I
going.
also I wanted
wanted
to fast
it to
forward
go
through all the
away.
music videos.
No, we had to
We
do
wouldn't
it.
have watched anything
I
then.
know, that would have been done. Like, it would have been like 20
Okay,
minutes.
so we watched a movie called Rise and Fall in Love. That pause is in there.
Yeah,
It
there's
is.
It's ellipses. And it's starring Luana Lee and Clear for Takeoff, which is
Now,
a band.
I feel like,
Well,
obviously, everybody knows who Luanna Lee is,
well,
right?
I mean, if you've seen
From
the
watching all the promo
Yeah.
materials on this disc,
what's the Luanna
it's
Lee?
impossible.
It's the brand. I mean, it's like you know her as like you know the girl detective.
singer of this
Let's give it up. Let's
Um,
give it up because this is from Lee Dahl Productions. Let's give it up to him because he has his own Marvel Cinematic Universe.
He does.
Holy
I mean,
shit.
yeah.
Now, I was complaining about this because it's like the Killer Bong or the Evil Bong shit where like once a small movie company, and Chris Seaver did it too. It's like every movie has all of their characters in it so that you figure out that they have more stuff to watch.
Right.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Dude, I disagree. I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Actually, if at the end, like the Fixer or Obey Day from the Fixer came in and was
Well,
just
the Fixer is another
Another
trailer.
little
Oh, we're not talking about the movie yet.
Yeah,
The
okay.
movie's gonna take like 10 minutes to talk about. There's no
No,
content.
but I just wanted like the Fixer to come in
more
at the end of the movie, talk to the alien, and be like, "We're starting something called the Avengers
He
Initiative."
said a word about the movie and he's like,
The alien.
I wish this guy had come in and talked to the alien.
So
Fuck.
So this guy, it's made by this guy called Lee Dahl. He's a local. He's apparently friends with everyone I know.
Yeah.
I'm happy he's making stuff, but I don't know.
I'll watch one more.
One more, yeah.
I'll watch one more.
Because the other ones on this disc, there was the trailer for The Fixer.
Yeah.
2 trailers for The
Two
Fixer.
Fixer
That had 2 different
actors.
actors but the same sidekick.
Yeah, which is oh my god, he looks like what's his name?
The guy from
Obey,
Stargate.
Yeah, he looks like the guy. It's like Ode Bebe.
Oh, his name was like Betty Beb.
Betty Beb.
Yeah,
Ode
or some
Beb.
Shit,
Ode
Beb. Who the
Obadiah.
fuck knows? But it was
It's an
nuts.
action series.
Yeah.
With
But in one version, it's like a younger guy who's like doing voice impression.
Yeah, shitty
And then
one.
the other one is this old ass man with a fucking lump on his face.
yeah, he's got like a
Cyst.
cyst.
It's huge
Yeah.
on his right next to his mouth.
Yeah, big old cyst.
Oh, super confusing.
And one is about them stopping an alien creature and ninjas or something.
An occult.
Yes,
An
the
occult, which is run by George Stover,
Yes.
who's not playing the character from this movie. He's playing a different character.
And,
Well, it seemed like everybody was in all these movies.
yeah.
Luanna Lee's in every
Yeah.
single one of these movies.
Steve
George
Areno.
Stover's in them. Steve
I know
Areno.
George
Ace
Stover.
photographer.
I mean, you guys have met George Stover, right?
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
he's
Probably,
great.
yeah.
I mean, it's just he's in everything local, and this is no exception. And okay, so there's the 2 Fixer trailers, and the Fixer, the old one,
Yeah.
is in this movie
multiple times,
on television as a TV show.
but also
Yeah.
shows up like I pointed out. There's
As
a
a real
poster,
person, yeah.
but there's a poster for like the Fixer TV show in someone's house, but he was just on the news for murdering someone.
Wait, did the poster have the old guy on it? I can't
yeah.
remember.
Oh, maybe it was a Fixer. with
Maybe the
young
one
guy.
Fixer is like
Holy
the adventures in this
Jesus.
universe reality.
Okay.
And the other one is the TV show they're watching.
Oh my
That's
God.
based on the real Fixer.
Yes.
Dude,
Oh.
fucking Lee Dahl
Lee
is
Dahl,
crafting
man.
a real
He's
universe.
got a whole MCU.
Yeah.
Appreciate this.
Oh.
I do.
Okay,
After a fashion.
I don't. The movie is.
Go ahead,
I don't know.
It's
Do you like music videos?
it's all
on
it
paper.
is. I'm glad they exist.
Not these music videos.
If you took 16 or so music videos and wrote a plot that went between them and then shot everything on a green screen, mostly, or a western or an abandoned western set.
I don't understand how they got any of these
There was
locations.
there's a lot of times I think on bonus disc where we like debate whether something is actually a movie or not. I think this is maybe one of the first times where I'm not sure.
Wait, how can you be not sure? This is not a movie.
No, it is not a movie.
There's nothing movie-like
Do you
about
think
it.
that they think it's a movie?
It's like an
They
episode of a TV show that gets interrupted with music videos every 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a 25.
3 minutes?
Yes!
You're being a little bit.
Sometimes
You're
a minute,
right,
yeah.
with the time.
Sometimes it's like 30 seconds, and then you get another fucking song.
Dude, it's literally like 10 sometimes.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. It's not a movie. It's
No.
a half an hour sitcom episode about a band, but there's too many songs in it, and it's 90 minutes long.
Yeah.
It's that many songs. Like,
It's
So many songs.
dude, not even.
and it's got an alien in it.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay,
try,
so
let's
the
try
movie
to talk about.
starts.
Let's try to talk about it.
The box is all like a band. It looks like a band that's all
I thought
about
it was gonna
rock
be
and
like,
roll.
uh,
It says rock and roll comedy. I mean,
What's the Tom Hanks movie?
Shit.
oh,
With
You
the,
know-
with the Oneaters.
Yeah,
That
the
thing you
Oneaters.
do.
Is
That thing you do.
I thought this was gonna be like a no budget That Thing You Do. That's what I was expecting.
yes, that's not what
No.
it was.
My God,
Yeah.
it's
The
not.
opening scene of this movie is a alien in orange striped suit,
Yeah.
and this guy's obsessed with the effect of like bubble
Bulging. Bubble bulging or squishing like the Apple like iPhoto
pinpoint.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember you could do
Oh
that
my
like.
god! So this alien
yeah.
is that all
on a
the
webcam.
time.
It's
His
bald.
face is like
Yeah.
a
His
ball.
His tummy and his face are bald.
Yeah.
Tommy.
Right. Well, it's sort
It
of.
is. It's a
and
funny
his
one.
bottom,
But
and his little
we see
bottom
His little
too.
bottom, yes, he does. He does. There are a lot of shots of him like
His tummy
with his,
and
like,
his
him just
bottom.
shaking
You see
his
his
bottom at
But
the camera
You
while
see
he's
like the
dancing.
futuristic society with the saucers and everything, and then
Yeah.
we see a
Yeah.
council.
It's like hologram council being like, you disgraced your entire race by playing shitty music all the time.
Was that the first thing that happened?
Yes.
Yeah, it's how the movie
And then they
began.
show a montage of him playing like dumbass instruments and being
Yeah.
annoying as fuck.
He looks nuts.
And that's when
think
I
it's
first was like, oh no. We're like 30 seconds in. I was like, oh
This is
no.
a bad choice.
This is not the choice we should have made.
I'm almost positive that the alien is Lee Dahl himself.
You think so?
I think it
He
is.
played that other character too. All right.
Doesn't-
But
yeah.
they're
Doesn't matter.
like, you're banished from the planet. Get off of our planet
Yeah.
until you find, what was it? The chord of
some
galactic
shit.
harmonization
The chord
or
of
some
harmony.
shit like
I don't know,
that.
it doesn't fucking.
Man, he didn't find that.
No, he
He
did.
did.
He did.
We'll
though.
get to that, and it's
Oh,
super confusing and
Oh,
weird.
jeez.
But he's like, so then it's like 5 years later, he's been flying in a spaceship. And he's like, I just can't find good music. Wah. Then all of a sudden, he hears some band recording a song somewhere.
Hey,
In
the greatest band on planet
and he's
Earth.
like, what is that? It's so good.
Clear for
Can't get enough
takeoff.
of this.
He flies to Earth.
Yeah, he's like.
Fucking doesn't try to hide any. He's
No,
just
he
like
just
flying
flies
around
directly
schools,
to fucking
right over buildings, being like, "What you listen to, dog?"
Show me what you got.
Right?
Understand too that this all looks like it's done in like 1998 Adult Swim effects.
Yeah,
Let's.
Yeah.
but it's made like 3 years ago.
What
and
came out 3 years
All
ago?
fonts that are used are either. In
Oh, you think they've been sitting on this, Brian?
I do.
You think
yes.
they filmed this and they've been waiting?
They're like, this is too good. The
They're
world is
waiting
ready
until they
for
had
this.
cheap
Yeah.
enough technology to make the alien.
Yeah,
they
they
filmed
were-
all the other stuff.
No,
and
they're
then
like, you know, it's gonna come around. Trends are cyclical.
No, every font he uses is either Comic Sans or like a Helvetica with a garishly
Comic
bright. Yeah, there's so much Comic Sans.
it's awesome.
It's just that you gotta understand the spaceship is like a GIF spaceship.
Yeah, it looks
It's
insane.
It looks nuts. It's awesome.
And people,
That is not the problem with this movie. I
Yeah.
could deal with all of that.
Yeah.
I'm happy about it. In fact, I liked the beginning. I was like, all right.
yeah, you were
To me,
very
I was
excited.
like, it could be anything. And then the music's, it's early.
like it was gonna
when
be
the
macking
music-
me with a band,
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not.
No.
it's
it's
not
not.
that.
It's not.
It's not.
No.
Not even close.
It's like someone said, my band wants to make 16 music videos.
Shitty
and then
ones.
somebody was like, I want to make a movie. Well, who has a couple hours free?
Yeah. It's
Well,
like,
that's
what it's
or I kind of think it's
We'll
like,
just do both.
all right, I've got like, I want to make a movie. I want to make a movie about this band, but I only have like 20 minutes of a plot, and I need about an hour and 10 minutes of just filler. So we're gonna do that, and there's fucking space aliens or some
Just keep
shit.
playing songs, and I'll throw an alien in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It'll hit 90 minutes.
I'm gonna figure this out in post. I got this.
We'll hit that 90 minutes
We'll
if it
hit
kills
it.
me.
It killed me on the inside.
So then he hears the music, so then you watch a music video of them just playing, and they're recording in like a studio, and then you watch it forever.
But every music video is them in the real world studio, and then them dreaming
of
what
it is to be like a rock.
But it
star.
doesn't look that much better.
No,
it's just them in front
or
of a green screen.
They're just doing some other shit, and then it's like then they warp between. But we
Dude,
can get
every
that. Yeah.
music video.
Wait,
Was
we
like,
missed it. Wait, we actually did miss
it was
the
like
opening.
those '90s music.
The opening
videos.
was all that glitching shit. Remember the glitching shit that happened before the alien part? It was like all glitchy, and we were all like, "What?" It was just glitching, and then playing like music. It was like all colors.
Oh, right.
Like it was like
credit
like
scene.
70s psychedelic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The actual opening.
It's hard to
credits,
remember, dude. I feel like we've been watching this thing for like 7 hours.
No, it's.
This feels like it's a fucking time hole.
Yeah. It does.
The sun was up when we started.
It was.
It's black.
No.
Skies
It was
are black
summer.
now.
It's like falling into a black hole. It's just
Winter now.
we
The earth is growing hard.
gotta start a fire soon, guys.
Yeah.
It's like 12 monkeys outside.
Man.
So they play a song, and the alien kind of stays in his ship for that.
Yeah. Well, no. They finish the song, then the girl is talking to the guy who's recording it, and
It's her boyfriend.
boyfriend.
And he's like, "This is my dream." He says, "This is our dream."
It's our dream, babe.
They
And
both have
like,
really bad acne
and they
too.
they rub their foreheads together. Then the band is back, and the guy's guitar shoots electricity out of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Which,
the
like,
the second song in the movie happens immediately after this, because his guitar starts shooting electricity out of it. And they go, I guess I better take it to my workbench
To get
and
the
then
circuitry fixed.
to fix my circuitry. And then there's a goddamn montage while you watch him fix a guitar in front of a green screen.
And it's really weird. There's like shots of him on the phone, and like
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
It's insane.
it makes
This is the point where I said we should watch something else.
And I said, "No, we're gonna do it."
I was like, this movie's just gonna be songs with nothing in the middle, and it's all it is. It's all it is.
It is all it is.
Bullshit.
No, man, it's great.
I mean, all right. Also, the other thing about
Somebody edited this
Oh,
raw behind the scenes footage.
yeah. Also, just as on just to mention, because I mean, it is a lot about the music videos. Just humble listener, the music videos are, I'd say, musically and visually, the quality of so those like when you're like up 2 a.m. and there's those like ads for like debt consolidation. They have like some girl, she's like saying about like free credit connection or some shit, or about like going back to college and shit. It is about that quality. The music videos.
The green screening is the kind of green screening where like they could never get a symbol right. The symbol's always disappearing in the green screen.
yeah.
You know, like it's so bad.
I think
It's not, for as many times you have to look at it, it's not very appealing.
all the music video stuff. It seems like a 1992 music video where it was like, all right, we got the band, they're on the green screen, we got a couple props around.
Yeah.
We'll film it at wacky angles, run around the room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's all like that kind of stuff. That's why
But
it
now-
might. Brian's theory that it's been shelved for 20 years
Or-
is very possible.
Let me throw it out there though. It could be that. Did you guys notice in the end credits? I said, did you guys notice that? I wanted to rewind it and I couldn't because the DVD player wouldn't let me. But it said like this was edited on like a Series 6 DVD editor deck or something. Something I am an editor.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that software or whatever the hell it said. I'm thinking that Lee Dahl, who edited this, I'm pretty sure,
no way.
or Jeff Herberger, who edited this, I think they might be older gentlemen that just discovered software that they know how to use. And the effects that we see in there are all like very common in that program. And that's why it looks like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there because it said what it was edited on in the freaking credits. I'm like, I've never heard of that.
No.
So it's probably some free thing
Also,
that
like,
has nuts like bulging effects and Comic Sans letters that spin. And that's why everything looks like it does.
yeah.
And that's fine. It's just
I guess that's what it is.
my other theory.
yes. Look, I'm just trying to make sense of what we just watched for 9 hours.
I like to think like maybe they just like all went to King's Dominion, you know, or they have the fucking place where they can like, or at least they did in the early 90s where you could just go and they're like, you make a music video to a popular song and they just walk in there with like $300. They're like, all right, here's the album, kids, get in there and get crazy. And they just shot it at like the King's Dominion fucking record your own music video booth. That's what it feels like. It feels like 14 hours of that.
Yeah, actually, the overall quality of it is like a really gaudy frame around a picture of you on a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
Everything is so harsh.
Yeah.
It's the harshness.
Dude, scenes end in ways like there's people talking like, then the next one's just like,
Song.
Fred Mulligan, and you're like, I wasn't ready. I was not ready.
The fucking and also
Wait, we gotta keep going through it.
These people don't know who Fred Mulligan is.
We haven't even gotten to Fred Mulligan.
Is it
Fred
Milligan?
Mulligan?
Was it Mulligan?
Wait, let's do it together.
Fred Mulligan. Yeah.
See, this movie's awesome.
It's not.
No,
It's so not.
We'll have something
I
we can
dare you to watch that by yourself and be like, this is a thing anyone should look at.
God.
You watch that alone.
I would watch this alone if all of the people in this were my children. And that's
it.
I feel like a mom funded this. Like, hey, you make stuff.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you guys.
Here.
I'm going to make you a movie.
Hey. You know what? All us moms got together, and this year for Christmas, we thought we'd make you a little movie. Like, it'll be like your own Hard Day's Night. We'll call it Rise and Fall in Love.
There was a Hard Day's Night like ripoff, the chase scene montage.
There was.
Hold on.
Penny
Hold
Hill.
on.
All right,
Matt, don't subvert the plot until we get there.
Come on.
Are you insane?
Dude,
it could
scenes
get
happen.
confusing for people listening.
Dude. Plot points happen in this movie.
I didn't even set a timer.
It doesn't even matter.
At all.
There's plot points in this movie that occur, and then you are like drained of your essence for like 15 to 20 minutes, and you don't know what anything is anymore.
No.
And then it gets brought back up, and you're just like, what? Am I alive still? It's just like reminding you that you exist because you're in a coma and watch these fucking people dance around.
I want to be put.
It's so crazy.
I want to be inserted into a sensory deprivation tank, and the only thing I can see is a screen playing this movie on end.
No.
I'm pretty sure I'd feel like I lived in Eon.
No. Actually, I would not have been so.
I can't
This is
feel or
insane.
hear, see anything
No.
except Rise and Fall in Love.
I am
No.
time. He just fucking disappears. It's like the end of Altered States. Like a hurricane bursts out of the machine and starts killing people. Dude, it's just like,
Oh, God.
can't do this to people.
No, you really can't. It's cruel. Like, yeah, no. Honestly, like, in some way, yeah, no, geez. If it like after the credits, like the end credits thing was just like me on the screen being like, hey, there was a gas leak. You died an hour and a half ago. I would have been like, oh, okay then. I guess this is how.
I wish that was on the cover. Like, hey, there was a gas leak. You died an hour and a half ago, Bryan Preston. That's the review.
Full quote. God, what a pile of garbage.
It's amazing.
It's brutal.
It's so great. It's so great.
All right. Where were we?
Fuck.
We didn't get anywhere. They did a montage of fixing the guitar.
That's like 5 minutes.
We gotta get through it. So that ends, and then this guy bursts in the room and goes, "Hey, Antonio Mann, the Tone Man, wants to talk to Luann in the hallway. Come out here." She goes out there. Oh wait, that's when the montage happens. She goes out in the hallway. Montage happens. Then you see what happened in the hallway, and it's the Tone Man, and he's like, "You're good. I love you." No, he's like, "I've heard you're good. I think you can be a star. Call me sometime." And like gives her a card.
Right.
Yeah.
Then there's another song. Like,
You're not lying.
I wish I was lying. Like, Nothing fucking happens, man. It's so crazy.
It's nuts. How many
So
many
another
shitty
music
songs.
video happens, and then at the end of that, the guitar's like shooting out flame this time.
Yeah, it shoots out
This is
flames.
before the photographer part, right?
Is it? Christ.
Because when the detective
Steve Marine,
Steve who has his own
web series.
I think you're right, though. They go to the photographer because they need to get a press kit
Yeah,
for Antonio.
Yo,
God
Stone
damn.
Man. Yeah.
right, and then
So that's when
but it's the guy shows up in a Sherlock Holmes hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm a detective. I'm one of the greatest detectives there is. And they're like, well, we needed a photographer. And he goes, oh, I'm also a photographer.
Yeah.
And he just switches his hat.
Yeah, and
And
then
then
they
he's
take
like,
some
yeah,
pictures.
let's take some pictures. But
And then
then,
they sing a fucking song while they're taking
hold
the
on.
picture.
This is, I'm so glad we're talking about this because I forgot that I was so mad about this scene. Because they're taking these pictures with this guy. And before they take the pictures, he goes, oh, you're a band? I play music too.
Oh, that's right.
He fucking sings the song that's the name of the movie.
Yeah.
This movie's name doesn't mean anything. Some lunatic who's a world-class photographer and a detective
And a
gave them
songwriter.
this song, and then they're like taking photos while they perform a song he just sang.
Yeah.
This scene is bonkers. It's like, it is nothing. It's not anything. Why is the movie called that?
I don't know.
I'm still laughing at him having his own web series.
Fuck yeah. Well,
Steve
yeah.
Marino.
Steve Marino, ace photographer, is
I'm
a...
dying, man. I'm dying. I can't laugh hard.
Dude, he's trying to fuck with the Marvel shit. He's got movies and TV
These
shows.
And web
shows.
series.
He's catching
yeah.
up. Netflix.
Dude, he's doing a better job than DC.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder, watch
Yeah,
out.
you fucking slipping up. Lee Dahl's gonna have your job. Justice League 2, Lee Dahl.
Oh,
George
give it to
Stover,
him.
his dark side.
Give it to him. That is $15 ticket worth it.
Man, I can't wait for Girl Detective Luanna Lee to join the
Right.
Justice League.
Well, she's the Jessica Jones.
Yeah, she would
Yeah.
be the Justice.
Jeez.
Do we know the order of any of these scenes?
I did
Well,
it
no,
once.
you're right. It's the Steve Marino, then a song.
The song, then the song's over.
Then
Then
they're in that practice space when his guitar starts shooting fire
the
out
guy
of
and
it.
the girl are somewhere.
Oh, the
Oh.
guy's right there on the couch hanging
Her
out.
boyfriend.
That's the rise and fall in love, the guy and the girl.
Yeah.
Sort of. They don't really
Sort
fall.
of. They don't. Dude.
They were already in love. They kind of fall and then rise downward and hate.
Everything just goes down. They have a terrible scene where he's like, I saw you flirting with that guy who
Yeah.
I wasn't in the same scene with.
I'm pretty sure he was in there. It's just in the back.
Like he's there while they're recording.
He's
the
extraordinarily
songs.
jealous of the Tone Man.
Well, who
Yeah.
wouldn't be?
It's sure. The Tone Man also has 2 bodyguards, which is significant. Not yet, but it will be.
Significant.
So just go with me.
Come on.
It's they do
Okay.
things later,
There's no meaning here.
Yeah.
and then
Then
his
when
guitar shoots.
fire out of it, and then
Yeah.
the
They're all-
When the
alien
alien
pops
shows
out.
up and he's like,
the alien's like, I was in there the whole time. You guys are great.
I want to be
I
your
love
mascot.
you, and I got banished from my planet. Please let me stay. And they're all so nonplussed about an
Yeah, they're
alien.
just-
No, they're
They're
like,
like, yeah,
Oh,
sure.
wow, cool. You're tiny. Do you want to be our mascot?
oh.
They just learn that alien life exists.
Well,
and
and
they
then-
don't give a fuck.
have they
He
cut-
doesn't make the guitar sound better or anything.
Nothing.
No, he just lives
He does
out
not.
there.
He just listens.
He doesn't
to
help
No,
music.
he fixed it, I
He
think.
doesn't do anything. There's an alien in this movie. Well, he does one
He-
thing at the end. And,
He dances.
Hold on,
Oof.
Also, have we mentioned, have any of the newscasts happened at this point? Yeah.
Brian.
Come on. Stop.
How
it.
do we even talk about those?
I don't know.
How does I mean,
all right. Oh, all right, here's how we talk about the
Sure,
newscast.
Go ahead.
the
So-
opening to that first one. Good.
Okay. So I think if like, all right, like let's say, you're from outer space, right? And you can be on Earth for an hour, and then like after that hour, they're like, okay, now making fucking a TV news program for Earthlings, and then that would be what the news programs are. They're just weirdly shot. They don't resemble any actual news broadcasts. That
I know there's no information.
there's
being-
never information. The anchor
Yeah.
just seems totally indifferent. They shoot one of them at what appears the first one with that sheriff office, like
Yeah,
in
he's
an
not-
old western frontier town
He's talking
thing.
to the sheriff.
It's
and
the guy
it's-
from the band is the roving reporter.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
one of
he's
the
playing
guys
someone
from the
else.
band.
He's playing
like,
Steve Rickenbacker or something.
Yeah, Steve, it's Ted.
No,
Rick
Rick
Rickenbacker.
Rick
There's
Rickenbacker.
that really funny scene later.
Yeah. Have we even gotten to? Oh God,
Dude,
no.
let's just start talking about stuff. Because there's certain things that don't matter.
Do you know what it takes for Matt to say that? Let's just start
But
talking
there's-
about stuff.
There's just certain things that don't matter. Like this news is like why it doesn't need to be in the
What if
movie.
they introduce Fred Thompson? What is his name? Fred Mangarelli.
Fred
Milligan
Mulligan.
or Mulligan.
Mulligan. That's Bennigan's or whatever.
Fuck.
And every time they say Fred Mulligan,
Dude, we didn't even get to the fact that he exists and then he has a talking sentient puppet.
yeah. Oh, that's right.
That's insane.
It is insane.
The
Yes.
alien isn't the only thing that's not normal
There's
in the
other
movie.
stuff wrong with this
There's other
movie. You're
stuff.
right.
Everything
it's
is.
supernatural happening in this movie.
Yeah, it's in.
Well,
Yeah.
there's apparently vampires in that one. Oh, I forget it.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have watched all those promos.
It's so confusing.
It's all bleeding together.
Well,
Jesus.
Hold on.
so the boyfriend's jealous. This is what I'm talking about because the boyfriend was jealous,
Because of
and
the
then
town man.
it never got brought up for a long time.
Yeah.
There was like song after song,
No.
and then he was
All
like,
right.
"I really don't
But there
trust
was
that
this-
guy." And I was like,
Okay. All
"It
right.
feels like it's been weeks." What? Do you hang
Hold
out
on.
with your girlfriend?
Hold on. Because they
I think they
play.
live together?
They play. I don't know how far in the movie this is.
It doesn't matter.
But they play while the alien dances around the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, once they decide
And
he's the
then-
mascot, there's another
then-
song.
And Tone Man's bodyguards come in and they're like, "Oh
No, that's later.
That's later. That's later.
When they decide he's their
Oh.
mascot, everything's cool. But then, that's what happens next. Then she meets up with Antonio, Tone Man,
Man.
again, and
I feel like we've met Fred Mulligan before him. Though.
we
Fred
have,
Mulligan-
who cares?
Oh,
Dude, Fred Mulligan is a big
Okay.
part of this movie.
All right.
Is he?
Yes.
Is he though? Dude, I don't think it matters. He's insignificant. It doesn't even matter. They
It-
could have been playing a show in a bowling alley with 4 passed out rednecks. And the end would have happened the same way, I think. I don't think Fred Mulligan was important.
No, but Fred Mulligan's all
He's
right.
in it a lot, I'll give him that.
Well, we should list for the
Fred
listener.
Mulligan. Fred Mulligan.
Fred
Mulligan.
is
See, the movie would pause for that
Yeah,
to
every
happen.
time someone
I
said
hated
Fred
it.
Mulligan.
He is the Star Search / American Idol of this world.
But he's supposed to be Ed Sullivan with the name,
Well, George
and he
Stoker
does
is-
like a
He's doing an
impersonation.
Ed Sullivan impersonation.
And he's-
He has his own show on a
Yeah.
green screen
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
people
theater.
sing.
Dude,
and he has
that's
his-
the only funny thing on purpose in this movie is that it's the Fred Mulligan
Airport Bar and
Airport Bar and Grill,
Grill.
and they keep showing like planes landing.
Is it
behind
because
this
that the
building.
band's name is Clear Takeoff?
Well,
Is
and
that-
also in the movie though, the band's name is the Tail Gunners.
The Tail Gunners? Yes,
So wait,
they're all, like,
they
plane
didn't just
themes.
play themselves.
they changed. They gave their real band of another different dumber band,
Well,
like plane name.
plane name.
No, you see the supergroup of whatever their fucking name is.
Clear
Maybe-
for Takeoff.
Clear for Takeoff, Brian.
We Clear for Takeoff and Luana Lee.
You know what it is?
And they
Clear
get
for
together, they're
Takeoff
Tail
was
Gunners.
like, we can't make a movie where we have this female singer because she's
That's
clearly not an actual member of the band. You know what I mean? Like she only sings like 3 songs with the band.
and they're markedly worse
Yeah,
than
they
the
Yes.
ones. Because
So
I feel like
she's
they're
not
way more
in the
comfortable
band,
with
so
the
they
guy.
changed the name of their band so that people didn't
Like, think
buy
like-
their albums. And be like, "There's no chick singer on this, man."
Uh.
They sold me a false bill of goods.
right.
Dude, if you were entertained by this enough to go buy any of this, you might be deaf or your brain just garbles it up in white noise. I
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
I mean, maybe you wanted something to listen to while you
Go
kill
to Bob
yourself.
Rose's YouTube page
And just and leave terrible comments.
say anything you want, but I'm saying this now.
Fuck.
I'm happy they're making stuff.
Dude.
Keep making it.
No, shit. No,
yes.
dude, definitely go do your thing, man. Do your thing. Just.
But it's just it's this
Tell
movie,
me that
man.
Fixer movie didn't look awesome.
Oh no,
It did. This
I wish we watched.
We might
The
even
Fixer.
do that on the podcast.
this one, man.
Jesus.
If it wasn't, this feels like a vanity project for a band.
Yeah.
And that's the reason it's like a fucking black hole.
Yeah.
Okay, so she gets the audition.
She gets the audition.
with him. She goes to the audition. That's when we realize the talking mannequin is real. Like
it looks like a
exists.
Robin Williams mannequin to me.
Yeah, it's not even a man. It's like a doll, but then
It's
like
a
they do that
doll.
old like thing where they
The Conan O'Brien mouth.
yeah, the Conan O'Brien or that I
The
forget
ginger
name of
dead
the-
man mouth.
It's
And he says quips or something.
He just says mean shit.
no. She sings a song. It's fine.
Yeah. They also keep cutting to these like fucking people doing shitty
Here's the
talent
thing is,
shows.
yeah.
Well, she's
Ugh.
she's
Yeah.
thinking
The whole world watches this show.
right.
It's the most popular show in the
But
world.
she's
Yeah.
thinking. Here's the weird thing: is she's thinking of leaving the band, and when
Not
she's
yet.
singing,
Not yet.
right? I was just talking about stuff. I was gonna say when
Right.
she's singing solo, she still has the scenes with the band in like her
Yeah,
dream.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It's
Even
even
when the
more-
band split up,
Just
they
when
still
you
play
think
together.
it could be not more confusing, it's just like here's her trying to leave the band while singing with them in her dreams.
What?
What's happening?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So she gets the audition, and that's when he's like, "You got to ditch the band." And that's when she goes to the. Okay, I'm gonna say a bunch of sentences, and after every period, there's a 4-minute music video.
All right.
I mean, I'm not
No, you're not.
joking.
No,
like,
you're not wrong.
embellishing
Yeah.
the truth.
She talks to Antonio, and he's like, "You got to ditch the band." Music video. Then she goes back to the band. It's like, "I quit the band." They're like, "Why don't you play?" This is semicolon. "Why don't you play one last song with us?" Period.
That's a
Music
pack of lies.
We saw your alien. We're gonna see you later. They have an alien in a guitar. Go get it. Music video.
Well, yeah,
Well, they
because
chase them during the music
there's a
video.
big montage of the guards chasing the band trying to get the
After
because
Wait,
because at one point Tone Man wants that guitar. That's
no,
like,
he doesn't. The
He
first
did.
scene,
We
he's
said
like,
it.
he's like, "Get it."
Yeah, he's
He
got that
doesn't
guitar,
really
and he's
care.
like,
Yeah.
he's like,
He's
"There's
like,
an
"Yeah,
alien
just
in there.
go get it. Go get it back."
Oh, there's also a lot
wanna
of
see it.
slapstick during that part.
man,
They just
yeah,
like,
there's like
forward,
Three
yeah.
Stooges.
some
Brian,
stupid
it's a
shit.
rock and roll comedy.
Well, yeah, that's I guess in the comedy part. And rock and roll. Yeah, I know. It's gonna be fun, man. We're gonna go to sleep. We're gonna wake up tomorrow. We don't have to see this
You
again.
don't
We'll never have to watch
understand
this again.
how little the alien has to do with anything.
It has nothing to do
Well-
with anything.
I think it was just added in later.
I'm telling
guess.
you.
Well, no, because everyone keeps interacting with there's.
But
like
those shots
the
were just
B
in
plot.
a room. They could have just filmed that right before they burned the DVDs.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but if you cut out all of the alien stuff, there might not be a movie.
Yeah.
yeah, what's left?
You're gonna
Tell
cut out
them
every
the
news.
girl-
It's a love story because you're gonna cut out
love
every
story
news
from Wayne's World.
report.
Literally, the love story is Wayne's World. It's,
Every news report was the aliens everywhere.
yeah.
And everybody
But-
can see them.
it's
Yeah,
Wayne's
it's not
World.
very stealthy.
I just realized that it's Benjamin. She's got her own band. He's like, no, you're better than them. Leave them. Also, leave your boyfriend for me.
Yeah.
It's Wayne's World.
See, but it is Wayne's World. But then, man,
It's
nothing that happened on screen between the girl and the producer would have ever actually led you to believe
that they were
he-
involved in all.
Yeah,
at all.
that they were dating or like
I didn't.
romantically.
That's why when it happened, I was like, they weren't flirting, were they? I thought
Apparently.
it was just
Apparently
that
they were.
he was just trying to exploit her for money. I didn't.
I mean, I just assumed he was trying.
Because there's this huge reveal in the movie where you realize he's
Yeah.
married. I'm like, well, what would that matter? Oh my God. Somebody I'm not involved with is married? But she goes up,
No, but like when she goes over there and is like, "Oh, I met your wife and daughter," like she's like definitely like upset about it. I mean, I think there's some.
But then she
subtext-
is, Brian. She wasn't before that. It was
No.
just nothing established that.
Yeah, it was the
Maybe- you know
boyfriend
what?
going like, I don't like this guy. I don't like that
Yeah.
you're spending time with her. And she's like, it's fine. He's a producer.
Yeah.
And then when she's with him, he's like, he keeps being like, he's sleazy, but he's never like flirty.
Oh, but you know what?
He's never actually flirting.
Like-
He touches her hand like one time
But I don't feel like her motivation was to fuck him. It was
to be a star.
to be a
Yeah.
star. So she wouldn't care that he was married. She would just want to use his
No, but I think-
power.
which she
his
does.
producer But she finds out that he has a wife and is like, well, this is all off. And it's like,
Well, I think-
but everything you did was for power.
Well, no,
and
now
fame.
she's not going to try to fuck him. You know what?
Because she
It's
fucked
really
her boyfriend
weird.
right
Like, no
before.
lie, though. She still used them to get the slot on the show. She just was like, well, now I'm not going to fuck this guy.
Yeah.
I was going to, but now I'm not going to.
Yeah, because she breaks up the boyfriend at one point over his stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
It's not smart.
And then the boyfriend pawns the ring.
Oh, that's
He
right.
sells the ring for $100 so he can go hire a private eye.
Oh my
different
god!
private eye.
Jesus.
A different private eye than the one from
His
earlier.
name-
So, yeah.
One that's fucking not Steve Areno.
I thought
Which
we were going to
would've-
get more Steve Areno.
I know, dude. Honestly.
Hopefully we get a what's her name? Candy something?
I
I
can't
don't know.
remember.
Let's.
Candy Dish or some stuff.
Oh, it was like.
But I hope she
yeah.
gets her own web series.
No, I
every
wouldn't-
character she gets her own
Apparently,
movie.
they all do.
Yeah.
I think she's the star of
I
Steve
think just-
Areno Nights.
While they were like, I feel like while they were filming stuff, people are just like, "Hey, what if my character has his own show?" And the guy's like, "Yeah!" And just people who didn't do that
I'll
don't
write
have a
it at
show.
lunch. Like-
No, we'll right at lunch. We'll film it before we do the next scene for this movie. It'll be on the web.
I'm just.
Like,
I
okay,
wanna,
oh sure.
It's the internet. We can put less effort into
Yeah.
it.
Hey, just stand in front of that green screen for 10 minutes.
it's fine. No, it's.
Say a bunch of stuff. I'll put stuff there.
That's why we got
Blow
this.
this bath salt smoke in your face. Just scream until I hear a plot.
Here's one sheet of paper and a pen and some bath salts. Let's make a movie this week.
Yeah. No.
It's the weekend.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, you're right. Let's make a movie this afternoon.
I saw a deal on swords I couldn't pass up. So guess what we're doing?
Lord of the Rings 4, dude.
Pretty
Like,
much.
what?
Yeah. No.
Shut up. What are you doing?
It's gonna be Frodo
awesome, man.
and Legolas and Steve Areno and the Fixer.
Say what you will.
Fixer.
Actually,
This guy has like 15 movies under his belt.
Probably.
Good job.
It's true.
It's motivation, sir.
hey, no,
Yeah,
that's
no.
yeah.
Rise and fall in love doesn't just happen. You have to try.
You know what?
All right,
Hey,
Your
anyway.
face is like swelling. It's
Dude, I'm rubbing it so much.
yeah.
I'm just rubbing it because my head hurts.
all right. So the storyline of the love connection pretty much ends there.
Yeah, they
They
break,
break
up.
up, and then they kind of get back together at the credits.
Maybe.
But hold on.
We gotta
It's
get
more
there.
important to talk about the ending
Wait,
of.
we never talked about Candy.
Yeah, I guess
We never
Candy-
actually talked about
Oh,
Candy.
Candy.
So he hires this private eye. It's this big fat woman named Candy, and
I thought it was trying to make fun of her for being fat, but her name is Candy.
and then there
But
was
she also
Candy
all
all
over
over
Candy
all
all
over.
I was
over
like,
her arms.
that's
all
not
over
cool.
her
Don't make fun of
arms.
her for being fat. Then it was like,
But then her
name's Candy?
It's weird.
And she loves candy. It's
And she
like
loves
just you know at
I
this
don't
point,
get what you're doing.
life
Okay.
and lust on
So
meaning.
he's like, I
Yeah.
need you to find out if this movie producer's legit or not, or music producer. And then there's there's a fucking
It's
song.
you know what's weird too? It's like find out if he's legit. Like motherfucker, the guy's producing music. There's literal
He
proof.
runs a club. You can go to.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
club
like
he
he's
owns.
literally doing it. He's not like not doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, no.
prove to me that he's doing the thing he's doing
Tone Man.
at Club de Vville.
Vville,
Not
yeah.
evil.
Vville.
Vville.
Which is a real club because it was in the credits.
It said thank you to the locations. And it was
Well,
like,
I think it was like they just did the siege. They just.
It was-
they
yeah, but it
Microsoft
was in the
painted.
thank you in the credits. Like
What
it's
did
a
they
real
like
place.
taped? Well, yeah, the club exterior they use is a real place. I'm pretty sure they just.
No, but
They
it
called it
said
Vville.
Vville.
Oh, okay.
Brian.
It's
said-
real, Brian.
I don't believe you.
we'll go right after this.
Yeah,
I mean, we
it's
can.
in-
It's all made
it's
made
in
Baltimore. We
Baltimore.
can glue it. I mean, it's like it's not that late. man.
Vville.
All right. What happened? Where were we?
Oh, he hires Candy
He's right. Yes.
or Sweetness, whatever her name is.
So then she goes to the club, like dressed all hot, and is like, I want to sing a song, and she sings this terrible fucking song.
but Tone Man is like into her.
dude, he's eye fucking the shit out of her the whole
It's-
time.
Yeah,
And then when he's done, there's like a pun sex thing,
and she
and then she-
fucking beats the shit
she
out of
kicked
him.
the fuck out
Which
of
is
him.
like, wait, why
and
did
then
you just walk
robbed
in
him,
there?
and then robbed
right.
him.
Why did you sing
Yeah.
a song?
Well, no,
just
she's
walk
like-
in there and beat the shit out of him.
Well,
She
yeah.
needed him to be like, I'll get you somewhere if you fuck me,
Yeah.
because that's what she needed to know.
Well, I think she had to
But then
close
she
the
didn't
gap.
need to rob him.
Yeah, she took his wallet.
Yeah.
She robbed him, and then went to like a Kinko's and made blowed up photocopies.
Dude,
of
his driver's license was huge.
Yeah,
really
it was a
big.
giant thing.
Like
It
a
was-
4x6 driver's
we should have
license.
paused it. That actually may have been a photocopy of the actual guy's driver's license.
I didn't understand this at all when she
Okay.
like gives him. I guess it's because they had money in it. I get it now.
Yeah, because I guess got the money that
That
she stole from
storyline
the
is
guy.
pretty much that. There's not much more to it.
Well, the guy.
Yeah, she gives him the
information,
address
and then he gives
to do what we already talked about.
gives
Yeah,
her
but
says. But it's weird because he's like to his
Yeah.
ex-girlfriend. He's like, "Here's your demo from the studio, and here's the address of a guy that I think you left me for, and I hate. Go to his house." What?
Give him your
Why
demo.
would you have the address to his house? Like,
People don't ask questions in this world, man.
No.
It just happens. You know, life
the
just
band,
comes a mile
by
a
the
minute.
way, Clear Takeoff, aka the Tail Gunners.
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm leaving you," and they're like, "What? Really?" They're so
Oh, no.
nonplussed.
Like, okay.
But they also have only been performing like less than a quarter of their songs with her. throughout
And then
the movie.
we literally see them without her sing, like, I would say 10 songs.
Well,
if
actually,
not
when
more.
she's on her own singing, though, they just show up in the other, or I guess in the
Yeah,
the
but
other
there's
world.
a whole bunch of
Yeah.
songs that are just them.
Them.
There are a lot of ones that are just that.
Yeah, there's a lot of songs that's just the band.
Right.
It's confusing. Who's
All right. So the other storyline to wrap up, sort of, is the alien, which
the Fred Mulligan thing. She finds out he's married, confronts him about it. That's when she hits him with the pie. She hits him in the face with
with a pie
with
that
fucking,
comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, and Brian was like, "Where the fuck is that pie?" I was like, "You're not allowed. Like, you can't. Like,
It's like, don't-
everything that happened in this movie, you can't be like, why did that happen?"
Don't add, yeah.
She hits him with the pie, and then he like does he just like disappear? I guess he goes to get the pie off his face, and then the band comes in the back door, and they're like running from the people. God damn it, man!
They start running from the security guards again
yeah.
because they're trying to get the magic guitar that has an alien in it, but yet the alien has been flying around in his
His spaceship.
saucer.
Yeah.
All over Earth.
Doing all
And
sorts of dumb
Russian
shit.
shit.
Oh, well, no, it's a woman. Yeah, because she's
Oh,
watching
right, because
fucking.
that
The
woman
Russian Terp fan.
Yeah,
that loves
she's a-
the Maryland Terps
Yeah.
or Fridge Magnet.
Yeah, it's like wow.
Good
Russia looks a lot
Mulligan.
like Parkville.
Yeah, she's in like a suburban kitchen.
Yeah, just in an
A
apartment. so-
Russian suburban kitchen.
Yeah, dude.
It ends.
But it
Tiny
ends with them
Brookie.
Just talk about
performing-
the ending. It doesn't matter.
They're performing on the Fred Sullivan show.
Fred Mulligan.
Fred Mulligan, not Sullivan.
They're performing at the airport bar and grill.
Remember the actual pilot thing? Remember that part?
That one video they had where they had like footage of actual pilots.
Actual pilots, but it was the band members in front of music
Yeah.
equipment.
Yeah, in the same room they've been filming other scenes in the movie.
It was so confusing what that was.
Oh, and also we cut out the hilarious part where they had the fucking replacement lead singer. Tryouts.
God, there was the tryout. The lead.
That was the comedy section, I guess.
There was like a man in a meat suit
Yeah.
and a cape.
And there was
If you
like,
haven't seen this movie, you hear us talking about it. It's
But it's so grueling to get to any of it. And it doesn't pay off. The guy in the meat suit, I was like, do something awesome. Do something
Pretty
awesome.
awesome. Nothing.
He
he's
didn't. and
just
I
a
was
bad singer.
It's like him, a woman, and two dads are all auditioning.
Oh, and also
badly.
the original lead
Oh.
singer in a shitty costume pretending to be
Yep.
shittier at singing.
And that weird.
Yeah. If everything wasn't as confusing as it already could be,
Yeah,
you
that's-
had the woman,
Yeah. It's like-
Luana.
Oh, that montage ended super weird. Where the one guy got scared of something, but he couldn't.
He fell
tell.
Oh, he was
over.
freaking out because they were all so shitty at singing.
I
I guess.
guess.
No, he
Yeah.
looked backwards and he saw the meat man.
Oh,
that's
right,
what it
yeah.
was.
And he was like, oh.
There's so much garbage.
Apparently, they were at a sidebar yesterday, or auto bar yesterday, so sure.
Who?
Clear for takeoff.
Oh, clear for takeoff.
They were at
Good for
auto
them.
bar yesterday, so we could.
See, we're really burying ourselves by reviewing this because they're playing in our town, man.
It's fine. They're never gonna.
No one should watch this.
No,
I would
The
look,
world needs to know.
If for some reason Clear for Takeoff hears this podcast, which they probably never will, let us know how you feel about this movie. I don't, even if it's
You can't-
good. I don't. If you're proud of it and you hate it, I would love to know what the consensus on this is.
Who? I would only have watched this till it was over because we did this show.
There's the no. You're
Like,
right.
you know what I mean?
no,
There's
there's
no
no-
reason to continue to watch this movie after 10 minutes.
No.
There's absolutely nothing. It doesn't offer you anything. It's so confusing.
It's not the production value. I can deal
No,
with
it's
that.
just that it isn't anything.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
here's
the-
like I don't care
here's
about
two
how it's shot or
sentences
the
of a
effects.
plot and now 5 minutes of a music video.
It's
all
just
the
all
music
music
videos.
videos. That's really the big. I think that's all of our actual like review here. Is that it's not bad. Don't think we're like bashing it because it looks like Comic Sans and green screen. It's because
it's all the music videos.
it's just music videos.
I've been
a bunch
fine
of
with it if it was
music
just
videos,
insane
with a couple
shit.
scenes that don't.
of people talking that don't make sense, and then you got a talking puppet and an alien that has varying qualities of being everywhere.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any
it
sense.
doesn't affect anything
No.
except for the end when they perform in the show, and then he steals them and flies away to his planet.
Yeah.
If you had a good script, you could do it with this production value, and it might actually be. It's fine. You know what I mean?
It's no the issue.
You
is
can
the-
write a script.
You just
not-
you could take the script from Back to the Future, and this production company could make it, and it would be okay to watch. You know what I mean?
No,
Yeah, no.
It's
the
like
issue
it's
isn't
not.
the production.
The problem is not. We're not making.
No,
the
no.
thing that made me the most mad while we were watching it was when there were music videos of stuff that wasn't the Clear for Takeoff band.
Yes.
Where I was like, why is this happening?
Oh yeah,
There's too many fucking songs in this
Already.
already, and now you're putting just other stuff.
Of be singing
yeah, pretty much.
because it's a
man.
rock and roll comedy.
Oh, one of the people in the Fred Sullivan or Mulligan show was that the black guy with the guitar who was
Yeah.
better than everybody else in the movie.
He was
He
really
was,
talented.
actually.
yeah, he was really good.
Actually, if the
Yeah.
movie was about him, I would have had fewer problems about it.
I could probably listen to a few of his songs.
Fewer
without
problems
problem.
with it. Yeah, I mean that guy could go.
It was. Duh.
Yeah, it was.
It's madness.
No, it definitely is madness. I feel like we just.
It's like, how do you get there? How do you get to that?
I don't know. We stared into the abyss, man.
You make a deadline and you don't let yourself give up.
Yeah,
The only way to make this movie is raw determination.
Yes.
It's
pretty much force of will, man.
to
Or
finish
just
it.
like Blinders.
Where I gotta imagine when you're editing this and when you're making, you're just like the first take, the first cut. Every time I edit something, when I cut a piece of footage, that is where it stays. It's never being
Oh.
look at again. I just get to 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Once I
Just
have
keep
that
adding
90 minutes
stuff.
of footage, the pile is done. And you just give it, you just say, hey, this is it.
Yeah.
You guys look awful.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm hurting.
Yeah, I mean, you were there.
Look,
You saw this
it ends.
mercifully.
No.
No, it ends with the.
Brian was begging for it to
And
end.
yes,
Like
please
10
end.
minutes before, he was just like,
Please.
it has to. It has to be over after this song.
At one point, Matt was like, I guarantee 3 more songs. Stop it. You lying bastard.
There was only one
Yeah,
more.
there was.
Thank
God for
I
that.
thought I was
Yeah.
just like, they got to go back to the planet. All this, I was just like, there's more songs. There have to be
No,
more songs.
thank God there weren't, man. I don't know if I could have taken
There
it.
weren't.
Like,
There
it was,
weren't.
Dude, she reunites with the band, plays on the Fred Mulligan show, and the movie ends with the alien.
traps them in glass orbs and flies
Away.
5 years back to his planet.
Then we cut to her reconciling with her boyfriend.
But is that like a pod person he left behind?
Oh, I'd like to think it's like it would be great if it woke up like like the boyfriend wakes up, he's like, oh, I was having that dream again, and then she's like just and then they're playing in space or some shit. Because they have to do that forever now.
It's just a non-ending.
Yeah,
They played on TV, everybody loved it, but then they got
kidnapped.
stolen
Dude,
off of
can
Earth
we talk about
and replaced with pods.
the one news thing where they cut to Rick Rickenbacker or whatever his name was, and it's him in front of that like old West hut,
Oh no!
and
Yeah.
it's that guy dressed like a cowboy, and he's like,
cowboy, whatever.
he talked about the alien. He's like, "You was a little guy," and it was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we never saw this cowboy who's very noticeable.
Yeah.
See,
interaction.
there's never an interaction between this dude and the alien. And he's like, was it funny because he has, or is he crazy? I don't know what's the joke here. And then the alien pops up in the news footage behind
on TV now.
on national television behind the cowboy.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
Why was there ever a news program?
They needed to pad it out to get to 92 minutes.
You could have just actually shown scenes of people
Interacting with each other.
Yeah.
In like
Dude,
human
what was
ways.
okay? What was that one fake TV show they were watching?
Oh fuck.
Remember-
what the fuck did they say?
I forget.
It cut in on this goofy looking old man saying something way serious, and it was so
Alright.
funny.
I honestly think we're done reviewing the movie. And what else we had? Is there any other plot?
No.
I was gonna
I don't
say.
know.
I mean-
I really, Matt, if you're down, I would watch the Fixer movie.
I will watch Deadly.
Vengeance.
No, the what?
Deadly-
Deadly.
From...
Fuck, I can't. It's another D.
There's a scene
I
from
just
it in
feel
this
like if
movie.
Illusions or something like that.
If Lee Dahl isn't doing this
one with the
music
cult.
video vanity project for somebody's son or daughter,
Yeah.
I might actually love this stuff. But this was brutal.
It's so hard
Yeah.
to watch.
I can't
you can shop.
believe it was only 90 minutes.
Yeah, you can shop now on Facebook. On the Clear for Takeoff shop. I'm
Okay.
gonna get some merch.
There was a point where the band was like Squadron Report, and they were like filming themselves.
Yeah, to put that up for their fans.
So I guess
With like one of those old handheld
the
cameras
flips,
from like
those
Yeah,
flip
the fucking flip cameras.
2004.
recorders.
I think I got one of those. I think in 2010, maybe
Fine,
2009,
Brian.
2000. I don't know. I'm just
I'm
trying.
sorry.
Well, apology accepted.
Yeah, it was probably
Fuck.
around then.
Look, without her singing, the band not my type of music, but they're fine. They're not my type of music, but Clear for Takeoff is fine.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
what they're doing, they're a good band.
Sure.
The movie just makes you dislike them because of what it
Because
is.
you're forced to watch them play
Yeah.
all this
Right.
music.
If I was in a bar or something and they played a song, I'd be like, that's fine.
No.
Good job. You're good musicians.
If you're trying to brainwash people to join a cult, you show them shit like that.
This could be like a cult recruitment video.
There was that weird like reverse sexism song where
Oh,
it
yeah.
was like this girl, the girl singing about how she wants a guy who just looks hot and keeps his mouth shut. The lyrics were fucking weird.
They were. Oh, was that song?
They
Was
were
like,
either-
yeah,
They
whatever.
were
You're right. Huh?
beyond generic.
There's that one song that was like,
Yeah,
seriously,
yeah, all right, uh-huh.
yeah, all right,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
that was the
nothing.
song. I'm gonna go get that on iTunes.
It's on iTunes. It said
It
so.
is. Yeah, you can listen to it in the
It said
car.
so in the credits.
You know, I think it's a lot of good advertisement.
Can we? Would you ever tell? Is there ever a circumstance in which you would tell another human being to watch this?
If I hated them,
Yeah, if I was like, you want to never trust me on anything, watch this movie because it's great.
oh,
I would say that. I'd be like, if you want to know that I'm a liar, this movie's
I
wonderful. and
feel,
wonderful.
dude. I feel like this is like, you know how like we used to talk about like people say, oh, that's like the worst movie ever made. And you're like, no, Vampire Dentist is the worst.
Something.
But
I would watch Vampire
dude, I
Dentist.
would,
Vampire
yeah.
Dentist is amazing.
I would watch
compared to
Vampire
this.
Dentist 1,000 times
oh
before
yeah,
I watch
no,
this
I
again.
would, yeah.
Like this might be one of.
This
It might be the worst movie I've ever seen in my
I
life.
don't want to see this again.
No, I don't.
want to see
I'm
this
involved
again.
in Mono Baltimore, this podcast, and I'm me.
Yeah.
And I might think that this might be one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
The word movie is generous.
Yeah, that is incredibly generous.
It's really because it's not a movie. That's,
It's so many fucking music videos. I've not signed on to watch an hour of music videos for a band that's got that sort of. It's like that sort of 2004-ish sort of emo-ish sound.
Yeah.
It's just that was never my thing then, and then to watch that many music videos of it well, we had the pretenses that we were going to watch a motion picture.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's really just a bait and switch. Really, I feel cheated.
how about this? It's the worst thing that ever told me it was a movie that I watched.
I've never actually watched a snuff film, so yeah, I would agree.
Right. I really just I don't think
I'm trying to think of something that
This
I
made
don't
me-
want to watch more than that right
It's
now.
weird to say this, but I dislike this, but it made me kind of a fan of Lee Dahl, even though I didn't like this. It's because of all the trailers and stuff on the DVD.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm kind of
Like I
a
said,
fan
I
of
watched
this guy.
one more of this guy.
I'm a fan of Lee Dahl.
If we watch Deadly Deception, that's what it was. Deadly Deception.
That looked awesome.
And it's
Oh yeah,
bad.
no. Deadly Deception actually did look kind of amazing.
Like yeah, that looked like that's a good time. This
I'd much rather see them green screen exotic locales.
is an unfortunate thing that we watched this one first.
Yeah, but hey, you know what?
God
Yeah,
Monster
you
of
look
Indian Flats might be
better
than this, yeah. Which is insane because that movie's unbelievably boring.
Go look up the trailer for God Monster of Indian Flats. Because that's usually the movie I say is the worst movie I've ever seen.
It's because nothing happens,
Yeah,
and then the
it's so
monster falls
boring.
off the cliff at the end. You're like,
It
all right,
does have
whatever.
that guy, the Barnstable guy, but
Yeah. If
But
you want
this
to watch
doesn't-
boring racism for an hour and
so
13
racist.
minutes,
but
and
this
then a
doesn't
monster
have
for
anything
10,
that was even fun. Like this is, you know what I
No.
mean? Like it doesn't fall apart. It fell apart the nanosecond it started.
Yeah. It was never together, man.
It's just music videos back to back, back.
Yeah.
Say a couple words, scenes end
Yeah.
seemingly prematurely for a music video to happen.
Man, this feels like we're gonna cry.
Yeah, I might later.
I really can't think of something I would want to watch less than that.
Yeah, as far as like an actual like
Would you want to watch the Tim Burton Willy Wonka more than this?
Yeah.
I would fuck
Dude,
yeah.
that is
Yes.
for Matt to say that's pretty brutal.
Because I can at least get mad. I'd be like, and it's directed at something that like I can feel okay about. I can watch this and I'm just mad because I feel like I'm being trapped.
Yeah.
It's like someone being like, look at my, I went on vacation. I took 14,000 photos. Let's look at them. And you're just like, oh God.
Yeah.
That's what this feels like.
It's that's a great description. It's like if you want to see somebody else's family photos from a sandals vacation. That's what watching this
Yeah.
movie feels like.
Yeah, it kind of does.
90 minutes of sandals resort
This
footage.
is like
photos.
as like I've worked at a bar like doing sound and like with bands and shit, and you constantly have people just being like, listen to our thing. It's like that for an hour and a half. It's like standing on a street corner listening to somebody's phone for an hour and a half. It's horrible. It's like
Yeah.
hell.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like I can watch Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and I'll be mad as hell.
But at least that's like a
And
movie.
it'll
that,
feel
you know,
it'll feel good because I know I can watch Willy Wonka and it'll feel fine.
I feel like at this point we can
There's
stomach
no like antithesis to this.
any narrative movie at this point.
Yes, this
Yeah,
isn't
it's
Not
not
a
a
narrative.
narrative.
It's just it's 90 minutes of music videos
with a
that I don't particularly like. And all the music videos, it's not that I don't like them. Well, I
No,
don't.
it's the
but
same
it's
thing
the same.
every
It's
time.
the
The
two.
same
It's
thing,
a
yeah,
side
they're all-
shot and a front shot.
And a picture of the Senator Theater with really bad Photoshop.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
the photoshopping.
That's so bad.
All right,
Yeah.
Go to Bob's YouTube page. Anybody involved
please.
in the film?
I'm sorry. I know
but
that
you
there's
didn't-
local people I know in this movie.
Yeah.
Lee Dahl, keep making them
Keep doing what you're doing. I guess.
because there's
Except
you don't
never
just
make
do
a
this.
You know
band
what?
movie again.
Joe,
follow your-
stay away from the music.
Yeah,
Follow your
stay away from
passion.
musicals.
You know?
Dude, make the
Make-
Fixer stuff. That's
Make
great.
art. Hey,
Yeah.
who knows how many Fixer movies there are?
Steve
now?
Stir, whatever was his name.
Steve Areno.
Steve
Come
Areno.
on.
Make more Steve Areno episodes. That looks
Yeah.
awesome.
Hey, no shit. Who knows how many there are now? Actually,
It could be a lot of
were-
Steve Areno.
yeah.
There was
Don't
just a pro.
stop. This is not a discouragement.
Just this is not good.
I don't think
This
there's any
one-
way you could stop it.
Don't stop it.
Like the
The fact
Juggernauts.
that you finished this movie shows your motivation and your determination to make films. That is ungodly.
Your
I am-
pig-headed determination.
Yeah, no, I'm impressed and I applaud you. To finish it, I would get 2 minutes into this edit and be like, I'm gonna delete my hard drive and say,
Yeah.
just so I don't have to do the work. I made a mistake. I wasted everybody's time. I'm gonna delete this. That's what I would say to myself. But you finished it.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I mean, don't you agree that's motivation?
I just love the idea of Bob. You're like you just finished editing and you're getting into the third music video and you're like, oh, just sets the room on fire, walks out of it.
Close the door.
I'm sorry, everybody. I wasted your time. I've wasted everyone's time.
But to finish this and put it on, to make a cover and to put it on a DVD and to give it to people.
It got distributed.
That is
I
motivation.
paid money for it.
Hey. no,
Actually, I might
Belief
have
in
not have paid
oneself.
for this. I might not have paid for this.
That is belief in one's self.
Hey, no, they got a whole.
And I really do think it's a good thing. I'm not being sarcastic.
I know you're not,
No.
but I still. It makes
I'm not
me
giving it
laugh.
a positive review.
It's a terrible movie.
That was yeah.
It's
that
not a
was-
movie.
It's
Yeah.
It might be a great thing that we've never heard of as far as like categorizing what it is. I don't know.
I don't know what
If
that
there's a
thing
such
is.
thing as a music video film movie, it's a great that.
You know, there isn't.
There isn't.
I don't think so. Or it's like
It's not even a musical or a rock opera because the songs have nothing to do with anything that happens in the movie.
it's kind of like well, it's also I guess the only other movie I could think of that's kind of similar to this would be I mean, only the fact that it's just pretty much all music videos as a movie is Sign of the Times, but that's Prince and he's amazing, so it's awesome.
Yeah, so you want to look at him.
Yeah, it's like it's just like an hour and a half of Prince music videos as a movie, but it's fucking Prince, so it's amazing.
And he's also not trying to tell a narrative.
You know, sometimes really does not have a narrative. It's a concert movie. It's all
Okay,
Prince.
there
It's
you go,
just
yeah.
yeah.
This has a narrative though, Brian.
I can
Never
try to
mind.
think.
This I mean,
Tragedy.
this
Oh.
also has like George Stover in it. George Stover's great. This has Will Haza as a guy I met through other film people. He's really talented. He's in this movie.
For like 2
I
seconds.
forget what he's playing himself as a famous person, and
Yes.
he's in the video that they make for her.
You know what? I did think of one. Okay, narrative movie. It's all music videos. Moonwalker by Michael Jackson, but that's amazing because
And
he turns
that's
into a
also
fucking
much
car.
better. Yeah.
Also, it's Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Does Captain EO count?
Captain EO, no, it's just a fucking thrill park ride. It's not like feature length. But there's music videos in that, but it's all you know.
But this isn't just have music videos in it. This is
The music videos. I know.
It's not, yeah, this.
Oh no, I was just trying to think of.
That's important to note. It's like the narrative is in it.
If
The
you
music
edited
videos
out the
are
music
it.
videos, there's probably about 15 minutes of it.
Yeah.
I would bet if we go to YouTube, like those snippets are all just on there as their music videos.
Oh yeah, I'm.
Like, you know what I mean?
probably.
Like, I feel like at some point he was like, "We'll make this movie like this, then you'll just have a music video for every song you ever had."
Yeah.
Even though every music video is just you singing in front of a green screen with a different background.
Like, all right. If this was made by this band and the whole Leona Lee thing didn't happen kind of thing, and like this band made this to just sell at their merch table
It's fine.
for their fans,
It's gonna be fine
totally fine.
because they're not
Completely
filmmakers. They're not
passable,
filmmakers, and they don't write
Completely
stuff probably.
fine. Absolutely, completely fine.
Like if you're a
But-
fan of theirs, it would make sense.
Yes, but for this to be like a film that a person should watch, it's a nightmare.
It's just for their
It's
parents.
unacceptable.
It's for their parents. It's for their
Yeah.
parents, and it's for Clear for Takeoff fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of Clear
to
for
market it
Takeoff,
as
yes.
anything else but that.
I mean, the
It's-
videos are
it's
actually.
dishonest. It's dishonest.
it's unacceptable. It's you're lying to people and you're just cheating people.
Well, the videos are on YouTube.
They are?
as music
And
videos.
you
Yeah.
just looked
and
them all up.
I looked it up.
these-
I went to the Luann Lee channel and
Wait, the Luann Lee channel? You mean not the least?
Not the clear.
Luann
for
Lee. Well, no, it's
takeoff?
the Clear for Takeoff. Those videos are on there. Well, you see,
Okay.
I searched for Steve Areno.
First, I looked for something good.
Yeah,
Which is
I
Steve
went
Areno.
for Steve Areno. That's where my.
So our official recommendation here is watch Steve Areno web
Now watch the
series
Fixer.
No, the
Or
Fixer
the
actually looks
Fixer.
good.
Watch the Fixer movie
because it looks awesome.
Those look great.
Oh, and apparently there's also a DVD, I guess, of the Frank Milligan thing. I guess it's its own showcase of stars DVD. So that's its own thing as well.
Dude, this thing spreads out. That's wings, man.
So yeah, the Rise and Fall. There's the DVD promo, but there are some Clear for Takeoff music videos and some Luann Lee videos on there that were put up, I think, around 3 years ago when the movie came out. And yeah, so
So like, what this is?
oh, there's also a video where
man.
Steve Areno explains Rise and Fall in Love. So that.
All right, we're just
plug
What
in.
this is it's a bunch of. They want to be like Justin Bieber-ish, but the Disney Channel.
Okay,
Is that what it is?
Here's
I
my
don't know,
last
man.
word on the subject. You know what this feels like? You remember the Friday music video with Rebecca Black? Friday for that shit.
Yeah, I'd like to.
That
hear
was
some
a
more
music
of it.
video paid for by her mom because her mom thinks she's a star.
Yeah, and
This feels like a movie that a parent paid for because they want their kids to be stars. And they got
Yeah, but-
this awesomely renegade filmmaker from Baltimore who's like, I can do it.
I can do anything in a day. Let's make it
Give me
happen.
$100. I'll fucking make a whole movie. And they did it. And it's for the people that paid for it. They can show it at their bar mitzvahs and their birthday parties and their family reunions. And that's it. It's giving it to other humans that aren't those people
It's wrong.
It's like watching family home videos. You don't what? I don't know
Yeah.
these people.
They're just walking around in a field. I don't know them.
All right. Do you guys have anything left to say about Rise and Fall in Love?
I can't. I mean,
I don't think no. I
it's
just don't-
the worst movie.
It's the worst movie we've ever reviewed on Bonus Disc. If it's a
But
movie.
you love it.
If it's
You
a movie.
love. Its
I love Lee
existence.
Dahl.
Yeah, you love. Yeah, man.
Part of me loves that it exists.
Sure.
To put this out there and be like, no, watch
There's
this.
no God.
Yeah. Like
Disney Channel shit has more substance.
yes.
Yeah, it does.
Putting a price tag on that is wrong. If you just want to hand it to people,
Oh yeah, if they put that like next to the
you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like
yeah.
it's
Well,
just
it-
not. It's
if it
not
said-
anything.
If it said in the corner here, a rock and roll comedy music video reel, I'd be fine with it.
The comedy part is still a problem.
A
but-
rock
they
and
slapped
roll
each other.
music video compilation.
Yeah. And
Then
then
it's like, okay, I like Clear for Takeoff and Luana Lee. I will buy this thing, which is not described as a film, but as a compilation of videos.
and songs that these combinations.
And if it is
people
such,
sing.
I will go home and watch it and be happy.
You know,
Then-
it makes me want to watch something like the American Idol movie.
I've seen that.
what?
yeah,
from
I
Justin
know.
to Kelly?
Like,
Dude,
yeah,
comparatively,
from Justin to Kelly.
For
Yeah,
Justin to Kelly is a way better movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
from Justin
yeah.
to Kelly shits all over this.
yeah, it destroys it.
Oh yeah, no, it's
But,
not even a fair
you know what I
fight.
mean? I don't know. It's just like
Like, comparatively,
what
it's Justin to Kelly is superb.
Yeah, no, like actually, I
I
might go.
just said
Yeah.
Justin to Kelly is superb.
Honestly,
But
after
the
watching this,
best-
I might go home and watch from Justin to Kelly. That's like
Well, Brian, you can't ease back into something great. You have
No,
like
couldn't-
that's
steps,
true.
man.
Yeah,
That
we
is
couldn't
true.
just like watch Grease right now.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
we'd
you have
probably
to.
explode.
I get it. No, you have to watch an
gotta
eclipse through a hole in the
decompress.
paper. I get that. When you see something that blinding, and that's why you can't look at the sun.
Go watch like Adventures of Pluto Nash or something, and then
Shit, I
yeah.
would, dude.
Dude,
I-
Pluto Nash is so awesome compared to this.
Honestly, I would watch right now. Go like for some like Adventures of Pluto Nash, and then watch Norbit.
Yeah, compared to this.
Oh God, no.
Norbit is a great script compared to this.
Yeah.
Like,
oh shit.
it is literature on the level of Shakespeare compared to this.
Also, that movie where
It's
with
so bad, man. It's nothing.
God, there's so many other movies I could just like rail. I would.
Available on leedoll.com.
Yeah. I'm gonna go home
Not
and watch
only
fucking.
there.
I'm gonna go home and watch Boat Trip.
I bet Bob loves Boat Trip.
I mean, comparatively.
Oh yeah,
I
no,
love
Boat Trip
Who
shits
loves
all over
Boat
this.
Trip?
Someone has to.
I'd
love-
rather watch the sequel to Daddy Daycare,
Oh, Daddy Day Camp.
the one that Brian
That's
knows the title of.
Isn't that the third one?
No, it's like
no, it's
two.
the second one with fucking
There's
Cuba
only
Gooding
two
Jr.
Daddy Day Camps,
Yeah,
right?
they made
Oh, I
like
thought
3
they
or
made-
4. You're thinking they made like 3 or 4.
I
Dr.
kind of like
Dolittles.
Daddy Daycare.
Oh.
Sue me. It means what it is. I'm a human that just said I kind of like Daddy Daycare, and this movie's too much for me to handle.
No, that thing.
Like
That's
that's how we're talking. Like the levels here.
What this is it's booba.
dude.
This is like adult booba. It's nothing. It's like things are happening, and I
It's-
can look at it, and there's music.
Yeah,
It's like no, it's you know how the
You know what I
FBI
mean?
like has people that just listen to radio waves. And
yeah.
it's called chatter.
Mhm.
Like it's like just chatter. It's visual.
Yeah.
It's nonsense. It could be anything. It's not cohesive in any way. It's just stuff.
Yeah.
Go to leedoll.com and buy Steve Areno the web series.
Yeah, they got the first
And,
episode on YouTube. First taste is
both
free.
Fixer movies, which look awesome, especially Deadly Execution or whatever it was.
Yeah, the one.
Do not buy this movie. I'm sorry. Unless you're a fan of Clear Takeoff.
You stay the fuck away from it.
Yeah,
if
but
you
if you're-
love Clear Takeoff,
Takeoff-
buy it. No, I mean for real.
That's
Like
it.
Yeah, no.
That's the review. It's it.
seriously,
If you love Clear Takeoff, it is
you
the best
love
movie.
them. I feel like even if you're like, yeah, they were pretty good, this might be too much. You have to love this
Yeah.
band, and then you buy this, and you're like, this is acceptable. Because I get to listen to a bunch of songs that a band I love played. But otherwise,
In fact, you might dislike it only because Luana Lou or whatever
Lee,
is like ruining like 4 or 5 songs in it with them.
yeah, you might end up hating Luana Lee, but
because she's not making their songs better.
But then, see, the problem with selling it as the band thing is that they're those songs with other people. Yeah, forget it.
We're talking in circles at this point.
Yeah. Well, apparently, I'm on the
Brian,
website.
you're doing so much research.
That's what I do. I do a lot of research. Well, apparently they stopped production. I think they just stopped production on stuff. Looks like the last update was 19th of October 2013 when Fred Mulligan's Showcase of the Stars came out on DVD. So it's gone quiet a few years ago.
Well, they gave up.
Lee Dahl,
They
don't
stopped.
give no.
They stopped.
No,
Bob.
don't give up.
We should have started watching this shit earlier.
Apparently.
He gave up.
I'm sad.
Hey, I'm sorry to.
I honestly can't defend the career of a person who made this.
Yeah,
fucking
no, I
movie,
mean, now I'm
so-
checking his IMDb.
Are you kidding? I would. Lee Dahl, contact me. I want to work with you. I want to make.
I can understand why, but I really feel like you should watch another movie before you commit to something like that.
Okay, I'll watch one more.
Because god damn.
I just feel like it's his enthusiasm is there.
Oh, actually.
Yeah, he played one of the people. He was in the movie.
Oh.
Twice, possibly.
Oh, no, wait. They couldn't.
I don't feel like the people that made this hate it. I feel like the people that made it love it, and that hurts. But it also is true. And whatever.
Well.
What do you got now,
Brian?
Brian's got more. Brian's got another update.
You know, Bob, I think I'm gonna try to friend upside down. In 2015, though, they did make an Adventures of Luanna Lee the movie, and in 2016, No Stopping the Stover will be coming out on.
Is that a documentary?
About George Stover. That's interesting.
It is a documentary exploring the fascinating life of Baltimore B movie legend George Stover.
See, that's great.
So,
Yeah, good for you. Don't
As long-
ever do something
please.
like this again.
Don't put any music videos in that George.
Dude, I don't
Stover
even care if
documentary.
fucking like U2 came up to this guy and was like, "We want you to make a movie about us." Say no. You can't do this again. It's
Unless you
unconscionable.
two said we want to make an action movie starring all of us with no music,
Yeah,
then say yes.
Yes,
do
then
that.
say yes, yes,
Please,
yes.
for the love of God, do that.
Do that.
Christ,
Do
I
not
will pay-
ever put more than one video music sequence in a movie. If there was like a movie court, that would be the sentence. Like
Yeah.
you did it too many times. It's over.
used it up.
You're never allowed to have a music video sequence in a film. Make whatever you want.
Brian, I'm sorry, but you also kind of did this to yourself.
Yeah, I tried to go against the grain.
Next time, go with the rats, man,
Yeah, I wish we had. You know what though?
or go with the holla.
If you know what though, had I gone with the rats or the holla, we would have just had another episode. This is a transformative experience, I think, for all of us as human beings, and a unique, I think, experience for listeners out there. In some ways, we have really just, I think, mapped the human soul in some ways. We've really, we've looked into the heart of darkness. I think we've really we found that we have limits. For what we can tolerate.
If there was a Rise and Fall in Love 2, I wouldn't watch it.
No.
Mm,
Fuck no.
no.
God. I would.
I mean, we've seen things that are ungodly.
I would.
To say we wouldn't watch it is so harsh.
I would riot.
Dude, I mean, it's not anything. It's hurts. You're just sitting there going like, God, I wish this music video would end, but then your respite exists for like less than a
Seconds.
minute, and you know it. You know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
And you're just like, well, they're talking. It's just gonna be a song. As soon
It's just gonna end
at the end of every sentence, about halfway through the movie, you're just waiting for a fucking song to start, and you're just like, it's gonna happen.
It's like if the Cube from Cube was a movie.
A little more Cube 2 Hypercube. Yeah.
Right.
regardless of what, I'm making a decree. We're watching that PM Entertainment video next episode.
That's fine.
I don't care who the guest is. We're watching
Watching
Intent
that.
to Kill because there's no
We
way
need
it's not
something
going to
normal.
be. I just want a car chase. I just want to watch a car flip over and blow up or like anything to explode. I can't take it anymore. The last 3 movies we watched is not. They're just like boring,
God, they're
horrible
terrible.
fucking movies. We're watching a PM Entertainment.
PM Entertainment is the best bonus.
There's
this
going to be
company.
at least 3 explosions guaranteed.
That's
Maybe
fair.
a robot. Who the fuck knows?
We will come back to Lidal though.
Yes.
I want to watch that.
Deadly Deception.
Deadly Deception.
Tales of the Fixer.
Tales of
Don't
the
stop.
Fixer.
Lee Dahl, come back.
He actually did come back.
He did.
Stay back. Stay here. Thanks, Brian.
Not a problem.
I
I gotta do the research now. No.
Dude, we need to let this man go get cat food.
Yeah, I do. I gotta get cat food at some point.
Congratulations on the single-handedly weirdest episode bonus disc.
Hey,
This reached a new place.
yeah, no, look, that is not what I intended to do. I just wanted to watch a movie and talk about it, man. Just I don't know what this was.
But we talked about
We
something.
certainly did. We watched. You put something in a
Talked about all
DVD
that
player, and we talked about what we saw.
Okay, bye.
Hey, oh, I gotta do plug. I can't do plugs.
Plug.
Okay.
Dude, do whatever you want.
Dude, yeah.
Okay,
Sing it. Make it a song. Yeah.
Fine, I won't do plugs.
So, plug, go ahead. This is coming out Wednesday.
Okay. Laugh Finder. It's every Tuesday at the Underground Podcast Network. Myself and a number of area stand-up comedians. We play Pathfinder. It's super entertaining. Super entertaining. You can watch that.
It's more entertaining than this.
Oh, way more fucking entertaining than this shit. Yeah.
Guaranteed.
It's a better movie.
Speaking of better movies, Driven to Succeed. That's coming out in October. Direwolf
much better
Films.
movie.
Much better movie. One of the writers on
It's
that.
also a Baltimore local.
Also made
movie.
in Baltimore. Support local film.
Not that everyone's against each other.
No, I'm. Yeah. No.
Look, I want to watch more of this guy's movies.
I want to
saying
support
this-
Baltimore filmmakers like Lee Dahl.
Yeah, no, I just want to support that
But I don't want
particular
to be
film that we
dishonest about how I
watched.
feel. It's very trying for me, okay?
Actually,
I love what you're doing when I hate it at the same time.
time.
It can be that way.
Sorry, Brian, plug.
Go.
we got the season 3. Meanwhile, at the Skull Base,
Right.
another podcast on the Thunderground Podcast Network featuring one Bob Rose on as well. That'll be out soon.
And Bryan Preston.
And me, of course. Well, yeah, that's
Written
why,
by.
written by. Yeah, that's why I'm plugging that motherfucker, my man.
Yeah.
So, no, check that out. And every second Tuesday of the month, you can catch me hosting the open mic at Wits End next to Magooby's Joke House in Cockeysville, Maryland, 9 p.m., 8:30. Sign up for Of Mics and Men. That is every second Tuesday of the month. Wits End Saloon next to Magooby's Joke House. That is it for my plugs.
That's it.
All right, cool.
Me and Matt never do plugs anymore.
Yeah, I'll
No,
plug.
that's fair.
I'm gonna murder Bill Pratt.
Don't murder anybody.
Okay, fine. I'm just gonna start reading names off this thing. It's just my new hit list.
No, it's not the people.
I picked a music director and the
All
writer. Like those people should be to blame.
Live your dreams, Baltimore. Bonus disc out.
You have just listened to Bonus Disc. Questions, comments, and movie suggestions can be posted to facebook.com/bonusdisc. Opinions and criticisms of the hosts and guests of Bonus Disc are 100% valid because they sit high atop Judgment Mountain. So quit your whining.